Hello everyone, Shotgun Walker here. Welcome to this episode where we will review and score Rise of Industry. We will cover what we like and don't like about it, score a few things in the game. Make sure to leave a comment for feedback and any suggestions for future videos. If you like what you see and want to see more, please click the like and subscribe button so we can see you soon. In any of our reviews, we will score 7 elements of a total of 10 points. Concept, graphics, audio, user interface and user experience, game mechanics, multiplayer mode if it has one, and finally, value for money. We'll then show you a final score for the game. Before we jump into the review, first here is a quick official trailer.
For the ambitious tycoon, the start of a thriving empire is only ever one deal away. Exploiting gaps in the market and meeting demand is all in a day's work for a cunning entrepreneur. And expanding your business is necessary if you're to keep up with the times. But you won't be the only one looking to make it big. Competitors in self-sufficient towns will soon leave you looking for that next niche in the market. And a change of entrepreneurial tactics might be necessary to fend off financial collapse. However, be careful with your newfound direction. A poorly planned infrastructure will grind your business to a halt. And badly placed polluting industry will be sure to harm your reputation and quickly turn your business allies into foes. But the savvy business person will have all this under control with well-executed trade routes by road, water, air, and rail. And a well-targeted PR campaign will soon have those green towns and villages back on side and accepting your goods. All that's left to worry about is what you're going to produce next. For you are an industrialist, and success is in your blood. And who knows what the next new day will bring in Rise of Industry.
Cool trailer. Just imagine for a second that was Morgan Freeman's voice. Would have kicked ass a little bit more. Anyhow, let us cover the game's concept. Trailer does cover everything you need to know about what the game is. You need to research technologies on your tech tree, gather resources, transport raw materials, process them into an end product, and sell them for some bling bling cash. So in as few words as possible, gather, build, research, transport, and sell. Kinda neat and very original for this genre in terms of economy and industry, but I have seen it in other genres. One of the main reasons why I'm actually giving this a thumbs up, 9 out of 10. You can see on the bottom how you have your resource gathering buildings from coal to copper to water and gas. Each building needs to be built adjacent to their designated resource locations, so you can't just build in random places on the map. Now the farms are obvious. With the different buildings you can pretty much grow anything from apples to make apple juice and grapes to make, well, grape juice, and of course some wine if you want. You can raise cattle to sell their skin, milk and meat. So to turn all these resources into an end product in which you can sell at a huge profit, you need factories. Each of these factories can take the resource that you make. For example, if you want to produce and sell apple juice, you need a water gatherer, apple orchard, and a drinks factory. Then you get to the logistic element of the game, the other 50% where you need to pay attention for maximum efficiency, because this is all about transporting your raw materials from the gatherer to the factory. Otherwise your factories have nothing to produce. In some cases, like bags of chips, you need potatoes, obviously, and also need parchment paper, which come from paper mills, and paper mills require wood from lumberyards. As an endgame, the developers claim the goal here is to build and sell cars using the car prototype facility. Terraforming is not new, but it's a great, very useful tool, an addition that included in the game at this stage. Expensive though, look at it, 4 million just for a small area. Anyhow, jumping now to the information bits that will help you excel at this game. You got a building production overview on the top right, where you can see some useful statistics and how efficient you are running your buildings. Developers did say that graphs are coming soon, so that is a big bonus to help visually illustrate your progress. Then the tech tree. Here you can invest in research and development to get what you want. For example, you can see I want to produce and sell bags of chips, so I need to research that first before I get going. Helpful to go to the recipe book first to find out what you need to make a certain product in order for you to research, unlock, build and make. So tech tree for all your business, from drinks to food, alcohol, wine, brandy, books, newspaper, clothes, electronics, cars, you name it. And of course, you're also able to improve your logistical efficiency by researching elements that will unlock faster trucks and logistic buildings, such as trains and airships. Yep, airships. So you can see now I am building a potato farm and it requires water to operate, in which case you need a water siphon. and there is a limit on how far you can place the main gatherer building from the harvester. Once you build, you can connect the roads, and voila, you get water. Moving on to the game graphics, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 so you can see the scoreboard on the bottom. So you can see how cool the graphics are. They spend a really good effort making sure the buildings look authentic and different. The map reminds me of the old SimCity games back in the old days. Graphics design wise, the elements are designed nicely, map, environment, objects, I quite like it and it fits the genre, so no need for super realistic Call of Duty style graphics. So firm 7 out of 10, as I do think more could be done in terms of improving the details and animation. Game audio, reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 and not 10 is because of two things. A, tutorial could be audio guided rather than text guided, and B, compared to other games where you zoom in, you get to hear more in-depth aspects of the environment. However, they made a really good job with the music and sound effects. The music does sound a bit from Apple's GarageBand autoplay mode that come from your iPad, but it is nice nonetheless. After a while, I switched the music to mute and played other music in the background. Moving on to the game user interface and user experience, where I'm scoring this a 6 out of 10. I still feel it can be made simpler or at least click less. For example, there are no graphs for additional information yet, buildings do not show how much money they are making unless you go to different screens, which is quite a hassle. I like that you can dismiss with the right click button, rotate the map, enter a cool camera mode and rotate buildings and etc and so on. The tech tree is designed beautifully, recipe book makes it easy for you to understand what buildings you need to order to produce and sell a certain product. You can also see where your products are being delivered by right clicking on the small icon at the destination screen. So all in all, a lot of elements are there but still missing some vital information someone would need to make a financial judgment. For example, how much money did apples make compared to potatoes? I do like how there is a progress bar on the current research and contract times, lots of handy stuff out there, but it feels like something is missing. It is all about the attention to detail that makes a difference in someone liking a game or someone really loving the game. I now want to talk about the game mechanics and single player modes, which is scored at 6 out of 10. I'm giving this a 6 not a 10 is because single player modes are there, sandbox with unlimited money and career. There's also tutorial mode, but I personally do not like reading text and doing. I'll find it much better hearing instructions rather than reading them. And please do not tell my wife I said that. With the amount of stuff going on in the game, it does feel like there's not a finished product yet, hence why it is still in alpha mode. I think the modding community will make more recipes for people to research, gather, produce and sell. You cannot have buildings ship out more trucks and kind of forcing you to build expensive warehouse and logistic ports where they are not fully automated, so there is some micromanagement left to do in the logistics side of the game, and I do not think the AI tools available now are helpful enough. The logistics still feels a little bit off, trucks are taking months to go and come back, few tiles, no upgrades in production efficiency, and you are also not able to buy your competitors. This is important because they will come and take over a territory you've really been saving money for. And AI is pretty quick in taking over land that is near resources you have your sights on. And you have no control over their buildings and there's no interactions as of yet. So for now, 6 out of 10, but I do genuinely feel it can be an 8 for this segment if it does improve a little bit. Game multiplayer features. Not scored, left to blank as it does not have any yet, so I'm not penalizing or scoring anything here. For the game value, giving this bit a 6 out of 10 as I do feel once you play career mode 2 to 3 times and maybe sandbox mode or 2, you will stop enjoying it, meaning it is a good 20 to 30 hour game at best. I like to judge game value based on amount of money you spend versus how long you spend playing it. For example, this one is currently priced at $30 in the US or £20 in the UK compared to Prison Architect where I've seen people, and myself included, clock well over 120 hours on it for similar price point. FIFA is another example where you pay $40 to $50 depending where and when do you buy it and spend well over 80 to 90 hours on it. And that is about 50 cents per hour compared to this game's $1 an hour. So 6 out of 10, I was tempted to actually give it a 5, but given I bought it and tried it out on a discount during Steam summer sale, therefore 6 would do for now. Total score, this is a 7 out of 10. I do recommend you try this game out. If you can't wait and want to grab it right now, go right ahead. Otherwise, I would say wait until they release more features to make the game feel genuinely okay to play longer than 30 hours, otherwise buy it on a discount. That's it for now. Hope you liked this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down and let me know in the comments if there are any games out there you would like me to review before you buy a game. Let me be your guinea pig. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Please remember to subscribe to get notified of new content as they come out.